you're not going to be the butt of their joke for much longer. All right? People have made you the butt of their joke. They don't even have no butt. People laughed at you, and you could have destroyed their whole comedy career in one breath, or with their breath. They're not going to really have too much to say that is valuable or credible. They're just going to be living a fantasy world. And you're going to see that them being the narcissistic dream buster, hater type individual that they love to be, they're the only ones living in a dream world, because they think that this reality caters to them. They think that they're winning because they're not you. They can associate with others. They can talk and be validated in their life experience. They can have friends. They can be buddy-buddy. And that's a wonderful, amazing thing. And God bless them for that in their life experience. But then there are some of us who are set apart from the crowd. There are some of us who aren't going to do the same thing as everyone else, because we're not meant to do the same thing as everybody else. We're meant to live a different type of life. We're a pioneer. We're an explorer. We're an excavator. We're somebody that's just not going to do the same thing as everybody else. Other people can go the same path, go the same route, do the same thing. That's not necessarily what we were put here to do. And we're aware of that. We know that. We know that we were here to do something different. We were here to be different. We know that we were here to be greater than what we are. We know that we have a job to do. And that job entails whatever we were put here to do. So that job might not entail the same type of job as everybody else. You may be meant to be an author. You may be meant to be a writer. You may be meant to be a film producer, filmmaker, movie maker, audio engineer, electrical engineer, computer scientist. Who knows what you're meant to be? And your path does not have to be the same as everybody else's. There are people who become doctors at 50, go to law school in their late 30s, early 40s, and start becoming a doctor, operating heart surgeon at 50. You determine how your life goes, what you do, who you want to be, what you want to have. And all the people who are laughing, that are ahead, seem to have it figured out, they just don't know how unaware they are. They have their physical, worldly matrix things taken care of. Can't tell them nothing. They've got their life in order. They've got all these physical, matriarchal things worked out. They are matrixed up, matrixed down, all around the town. And you just trying to figure out why they won't let you live like Bobby Brown. And they the ones on the white stuff. Seems like it. He said, I don't doubt they smoke crack. Look at how they act. Man, people in them inner cities seeing politicians and stuff smoke crack. That's wild, man. Go to a voting rally and then 5 minutes later, they back there getting cracked up and cracked out. Not judging anybody. But And yo, people, they're like, yo, people who, and you'll be surprised. You don't even know what they're up to. You don't even know what they do. Not that you care, but they're so focused and worried about you and focused on you and what you're doing. You think they'd have it all together. You think they were just perfect. That's not the case. They're not perfect. There's nothing better than them or nothing that makes them any more good than you are. All right. But the difference between you and them is that while they're figuring out, their worldly ordeals, they're figuring out their worldly purpose. You're figuring out your divine purpose. You're figuring out your divine ordeals, the things you're divinely supposed to be here doing on this earth. And that's why you're going to have such a more fulfilled, great, amazing, wonderful life. There are things in store for you that the people who are laughing at you could only have dreamt of. Because they didn't take that leap. They didn't take that risk. They didn't bet on themselves. They didn't bet on themselves. They became bitter within themselves. When you don't bet on yourself, you become bitter within yourself. You want to be better and not bitter. That's one of my sayings. I've been saying that. All right. I see some others saying that, and that's cool too. But you want to be better and not bitter about a situation. Especially when you're the one who's actually going somewhere. It makes you bitter when people are laughing at you. Ha ha, he he. I have this, you're struggling. Ha ha, he he. I'm secretly laughing at you, and you know I am, because I'm laughing when you walk past me. I must be an idiot to think that you wouldn't recognize that, or maybe I'm just so dumb and stupid that I don't care. I'm just gonna laugh anyway because I have no intelligent thoughts in my mind, and I'm stupid, and everything is funny. That's why you can't get upset over other people's laughter. Some people are so dumb. A fly could fly past. I'm looking for a baby bumblebee. People laughing at you. They looking for a baby bumblebee. You're discovering your divine purpose. They can be ahead. They can be farther than you. They can laugh at you. If you stay focused, and if you stay busy, and if you stay grinding, and if you stay hopeful, and if you stay believing, and if you stay 10 toes down, if you stay standing on business, if you stay self-educating, if you stay not giving up on your goal and on your dream, if you stay reducing it to the ridiculous, if you stay doing a little bit each and every day, if you still make time for it instead of making excuses for it, you're going to have it. You're going to be able to reach out and grab it. And guess what? They're gonna think you shouldn't deserve it still. So who cares what they think? You're gonna work harder than you could ever in your life. Get it, and they're gonna still think you don't deserve it. Well, to hell with people like that. Don't worry yourself with people like that. To heaven with people like that. Excuse me. Slipped out. Because we're becoming who we're meant to be. They're going to find that funny. They're going to find that hilarious because they don't have the heart to do it. They're laughing because you bypassed all the laughter. You're making them uncomfortable. They're nervous. They don't understand that type of energy. Does not compute. They can't figure you out. They can't figure you out. How you're so brave. How you're so intelligent, how you're so skilled. It's God. It's the power and presence of God within you. Everybody could turn it on. You just have to accept it and actualize it within yourself. You're going to surpass everyone's idea of you. You're going to surpass everybody's view of you. Whatever they thought about you, whatever they thunk about you, it's all going to change. they're going to be looking stupid and looking sad and looking sorry, because you're taking the time to discover who you want to be. You may not have it all together yet. It may look crazy. It may have stressed you out into oblivion. It may have worried you. You may have lost it all, and now you have to get it all back. You may have sunk into a deep depression because of it. Trying to make it happen, it didn't work out. You may have lost your mind. You may have lost it all, lost hope, hit rock bottom, became nothing. But as long as you choose to build yourself back up, and as long as you choose to not give up, the world is yours. As long as you choose to work for what you want diligently and keep seeking higher ground, keep seeing yourself the way God sees you and not the way the world sees you, oh, things are going to change. You're going to become who you want. You're going to have what you want. You're going to be able to do what you want. You're going to be what you want. And they're going to be sad, sorry, and sick because you didn't listen to them, and you stayed focused, and you believed in yourself, and you became what you told them you would, or what you knew you would, or what they saw you trying to do. You did it all in a hater's face. They could mumble under their breath, laugh at you, talk about you behind your back. Guess what? You're still going to make it. They can rub things in your face. I have this. Ha, you don't. You're struggling. You suck. Your life sucks. Don't you see that? You don't have to stay there. You don't have to focus on that. Your life could be in total hell, and you can call down heaven and dwell in that thought idea alone. You could be in hell, but thinking heaven, and heaven is gonna have to find its way to you, even in the midst of hell. Things are changing around here. It's starting to look like up there. It's that one over there. They're calling heaven down. That's when this matrix really starts to come down hard on you. Because even in the midst of heaven, in hell, you're calling heaven down. In the midst of chaos, in the midst of unproductivity, negative thinking, toxic people, a world that says you're broken, you're poor, and you ain't gonna have much. You're deciding to think different, feel different. You're deciding to look different. You're not deciding to accept the role society wants you to play. They're gonna laugh at that. You stepped out of line. You got out of line. You're out of line. You're out of line. Everybody else is doing the same thing. Clock in, clock out, clock in, clock out. You know that that's not the only way to live your life. You know that's not the way to live your life. You know there's more to life than working a job. You know there's more to life than waking up every day, doing what the world says we have to do to take care of ourselves, and go to sleep. You're eager, you're hungry, you're driven, you're determined. Nothing can stop a man, a mind, a person who's determined. They always get what they want because they're willing to fight for it. Give up their days and their nights for it. Be patient and skip over everything wrong and do what's right for it. You have to be willing to go after it. Despite their laughter, their opinions, what they say about you and what you do and how they want you to feel about it, because they're really jealous and insecure about your greatness, because you're choosing success. You're not choosing to deal with what's left like they did. Continue to work on yourself. Continue to grind. Continue to do your best. Continue to work towards what God showed you. I'll see you in the next video. God bless.